said, because the light's going, it's probably a good idea before it gets too dark to make sure you've got everything all stowed away, all set up and organised, because as soon as it gets dark you can't turn the clock back and get light again so I can see what I'm doing. It's too late. So try and get everything set up, ready, organised, whether it's in your bergen, in your rucksack, under your tarp, in your tent or whatever. Organise it, lay it out. Just get it done now before it's too dark, because as I said, when it's too dark you're going to be losing stuff. It's not good. So that's what we've done. We've got everything organised, all cleared up. We've got all of the firewood procured and ready. So the next thing I have to do now is to get a fire on a go, and we're going to do a stew. Scott, when we was at Strikeful Supplies earlier, he managed to procure himself a large square metal container, which I believe is the outside tin minus the lid for the Mark II British Army cooking stove. And it's quite a sizable pot. I'll show you in a sec. And it's a communal thing. I've brought some stuff from the Bushcraft show. I think it's a Mexican chili soup, which we're going to thicken into a stew. I've got some cassava beef from an army ration pack going in there. Scott's brought some new potatoes, some mushrooms in there. We're just going to mix it all up and have a nice big fill. So that's basically how we're rolling at the moment. And look at this. All of a sudden it's getting nice and bright. Guess what? I've just lost my night vision. See the little red light I've got on the top there? That's so I can see in the dark. Now, can't see shit. No worries, mate. Another 10 minutes I'll be right again. Yeah, it's like being in Wembley.
That's an air rifle, isn't it?
God, bloody, I'll tell you what, mate, you can seriously lamp for that, can't you? Put it on the bottom of the air rifle and, mate, they're going to go, huh? Bang.
It's a very diffuse light.
That's nice.
But
Very cool.
It's just a big spool.
I just mentioned it on there from Rob. That is just cracking a bit of kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it like, the mountable options on there? Has it got like screws
just a normal
and stuff?
shoe. Goes on a camera shoe.
Oh yeah, yeah. So just, mind you, you can get adapters to go onto them to fit anything.
Yeah, the arm was very hokey cokey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It bent. That's what pulled the bottom of my camera out.
I remember you mentioning that in one of your vids, didn't you?
Yeah. But the adapter's at the top, so you can click one and click another and click another and click another and make blocks up.
Dink dink.
You can make them 16 across.
That's crazy, isn't it? That is so portable. What's the weight of it? Like, can I have a weigh of it?
There's more batteries in there, mate.
That's not too bad at all, really. And that's fully loaded with bats as well.
Yeah.
Check this out, guys. If you're out in the bloody woods in the dark and you're filming, we all know how bad this is. I mean, at the moment I've got one LED on the bottom of the camera, and when it's pitch black, about a metre away you can't really see much. But with this, gee whiz, stunning bit of kit. That's the information on the back there, if any of you are interested in procuring one from somewhere. Thumbs up from Scott.
Yeah.
Very happy with it, mate.
Look on Amazon, 64 LED camera light.
Amazon. Heard it there first, guys. So yeah, we're going to cook that stew up in a big pot and get that on the go, because what I did find out is if you don't drink enough and you're working outdoors and you haven't got enough salt in you, you will get cramp in your legs, guarantee it. And especially if you're in a hammock zipped up in your bag and you just turn over to stretch and your toe gets caught under something, your calf will seize up, maybe your hamstring too. It's a total bitch. So make sure you do hydrate yourself. Just keep drinking, even if you're not thirsty. Make it a rule, every 20 minutes just have a big gulp of water. Just keep on topping yourself up. Salts as well. If you're not eating salty food, get some salt out of a sachet, KFC, doesn't matter, and just put it into a litre bottle. You don't hardly know it's there really. It's really good for it. It will stop you getting cramps, especially when it gets a bit cooler. As a lot of my subs are saying, I keep getting cramp. Yes, hydrated and salt, that's the answer. Badger Hill.
Night op.
Yeah, we got an owl over there, we've got a bat just bloody stormed straight through.
A big fat troll in the middle. Hello. Right.
One of those Wessex trolls. Look at that.
Well, there's a fire.
That's easy, isn't it? And all that's going to do is that it's just going to exude and just run down, fueling everything underneath it. So in a sense, it's an upside down fire. I'm glad I brought my earplugs, mate.
There we go. One whiff of a lighter. not wasting any fire.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not going to take too long for that
to drip down. There it goes.
That's the basis of the fire. Let's get the food on the go ready. Right, as you can see, the fire's on the go. I'm holding that pretty insane light there just so we can see, because at night time it's really hard to film stuff, most of you would agree, but with this you can't lose. It's pretty cool. So what we got going on down there, we got some of that stew stroke soup mix in the background. We got Mr. Owl. I don't know what owls taste like, but we'll find out.
Wise and old.
Yeah, wise and old. We got some beef with cassava, which is out of a Brit Wrap pack I said earlier, and some chipotle smoked bread. And that's going in that huge, great big container, which I mentioned earlier as well. Mix up with some water, and we're just going to give ourselves a bit of a fill. It's flying above us, dude. Wow. God, Struth. Look with my light, look. Can't see bloody bugger all. Well, I'll tell you what. Scott, this is a fantastic spot, mate, because we're just surrounded 3D sound with, it must be about 5 hours at least. And it's just a matter of time before the badgers come out.
Oh well.
You can hear a bit of wind kicking. Oh, don't worry about badgers. I've got a Glock.
No, some taters and mushrooms fell in.
Yeah, accidentally on purpose.
Funky stew.
Well, it hasn't taken that long. Yeah.
That's the same you want.
Bubble, bubble. And I'll tell you what you do have to do is, because I can feel it starting to stick to the bottom. Because Jasper run out of non-stick ones. Be careful we don't collapse. So yeah, it's just a case of just tending it really. Not constant, but now and again just give it a little check over. Wow, check that out. It's thickening every couple of minutes. It's going to be really nice. And there's just about enough for us two, mate, isn't there, really? Just about enough.
Expandable gut.
That's going to stay warm for hours, isn't it? Just keep it on the coals after you've had our fill. We can have some later on.
Oh, tinner, wasn't it?
Chilli stew. Yeah, I don't think that would have ever gone on that little zebra I got.
£5 from Jasper.
Straight full supplies. Check it out.
Just got to make a lid.
Now this has been, oh look at that, man, that's just perfect, isn't it? Now it's, the rice is really fluffed up a bit. We've evaporated some of the moisture and it's just taken on a whole new ball game. Just looks amazing, doesn't it? And it's really chilli flavour, and it's got,
Oh,
it really is.
it's all rough with the grits of the seeds and that.
Peppery powder, smoky chilli. It's damn good. Now I've got no idea what cassava is, so we shall see. Put that somewhere safe. Oh my god. Wow, chunks galore. And that is real chunks actually. Use your torch and have a look at that and tell me what you think.
Can't work out what it is.
It's going in. That's it.
Too late. Then.
Oh man, that is just pure beef. Flipping out.
Blimey heck.
I'll tell you what, the British Army really do look after their boys now. That is really nice bit of
Tucker.
yeah. And it's all going to get mixed up. And I don't know whether to put it back on the coals for another minute or just
warm it through because there's
just to make sure
big
that it's
lumps there, isn't it?
temperature. Yeah, it's a good point actually. So we've got some real beef in here now. All mixed up with a dead dog's eye.
Evil.
Now this would be great if it was snowing, wouldn't it? Because that would really keep your engine running nice.
Yeah.
So while we've got it onto the flat floor, it's an ideal chance to just make sure we haven't got any stuck on burnt lumps in the bottom. Because if you try and do this and assert a bit of pressure on there, whilst it's on the coals and the logs, it's unstable and it's not good. So if you do this on the flat ground, which I swept up earlier to make sure there's nothing, I'll make it roll around. I think that can go back on the heat. Right, we've just taken some and put it in there, and that looks pretty funky, doesn't it?
Pretty evil.
Nice and it's thickened up a treat now, isn't it? That is a bit porny, isn't it?
This is stew porn.
Oh.
I think that's enough for me.
Yeah, let's say we can always come
For
back
now.
and heat it up later on, because that's quite enough for 2 grand boys, isn't it?
Bloomin' heck. Look at that. It's like roadkill in a liquidizer.
It is.
Whoa!
Top draw. Let's get chowed down, mate. That's just madness. I don't know what it is, but when you do a good stew in the field, it just tastes 1,000 times better, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, definitely outside tastes completely different than the kitchen.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, stew is no bullshit. That's a lovely stew, isn't it?
It's an absolute cracker.
Mmm. And potatoes turned out just right. Oh yeah. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, is it good? The NATO glow sticks. There's the NSN number there. As you see, it's tactical red. Oh, just lost the light there for a second. So the batteries have decided to start pissing around on me in my headlight. So rather than fanning around when it's dark, get this done now. Give it a good shake. And we've got some nice light there for inside the tent. Sorry, the underneath the basher there. So I'm not going to be in complete darkness. Although it is good training and good practice. But I've come out here to enjoy myself. I don't want to be practicing the end of the world on my own. So yeah, good for 12 hours now, so more than enough. There it is. Got sent to me from Effie Jr. a while back, and as promised, I'm going to smoke it after a very fine dinner. And it was a fine stew, wasn't it, mate?
Fine.
Very nice.
Beyond that, very, very good.
Fine and dandy. So this is what he sent me. So there we go.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice bit of kit. Nice toy to play with. And it's going to be used now. Nice, can be tricky holding it up and doing it, but there you go. Alright, let's see, because we don't want to slice the cigar in half, do we? Not a good thing to do. Holy shit. Push cut all the way along the top. And nicely wrapped. It's tempting, but you don't want to sort of pull it in case it bends and snaps the cigar in half, so you've got to be really careful all the way. Oh wow, here we go. I haven't smoked one of these for a long time. Nice one, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing a song,